are going crazy for you, and I know that the people have been watching you, your audition, and people love you. It's amazing.
I'm Roland Abante. I am from Philippines.
The Philippines!
Something terrible happened to Roland Abante, the talented fisherman from America's Got Talent, and no one saw it coming. Roland, who won over the judges with his powerful voice, seemed unstoppable in season 18. But now a shocking event threatens everything he worked for. How could someone with so much talent face such a huge setback? Tune in as we uncover what really happened to Roland and why his future on the show is now uncertain. Roland's rise to fame begins. Roland released a mini-album through Homeworks Music, which was a true display of his dedication to his craft. This album was available globally on popular platforms like iTunes and Spotify, showing that Roland was ready to share his music with the world. During the same period, he competed in Tawag Inong Tangalan, a popular singing competition segment on the Filipino TV show It's Showtime. He went up against another strong singer, Adeline Rabalan, who was a top contender at the time. Roland chose to perform Michael Bolton's I Loved You But I Lied, showcasing his impressive range and vocal ability. Before we dive deeper, it's clear that Roland's path took a turn far more devastating than anyone could have expected. And this isn't the only surprise that will leave you speechless. His performance stood out and earned him a high score of 93.8%, although it wasn't enough to win the top prize, as Adeline scored 90.6% with her rendition of Jennifer Hudson's I Am Changing. Even though Roland didn't win the overall championship, the experience was a major chapter in his life. It prepared him for bigger things that were about to happen. After Tawag ng Tangalan, Roland set his sights on a bigger stage, America's Got Talent. He was determined to make a mark internationally through his performance. When he told the judges that appearing on the show was his lifelong dream, they were visibly moved. His story was translated for the audience, adding to the emotional moment. Besides singing, Roland's everyday life involved fishing and offering motorbike rides to earn extra money. He loved singing, especially at local karaoke sessions, which was evident when he performed When a Man Loves a Woman. His rendition was so powerful that it earned him a standing ovation and unanimous approval from the judges. His performance was so touching that it brought tears to his eyes. Judge Sofia Vergara hinted that Roland's life might change significantly, suggesting he might want to think about life beyond fishing. Simon Cowell commended Roland for the amazing transformation shown during his audition, despite initial nerves. Howie Mandel expressed his gratitude, and in a moment of pure joy, Roland called Simon his favorite judge, leading to a warm embrace. With 4 yes votes, Roland advanced to the next round. The video of his audition went viral on YouTube, quickly racking up nearly 4 million views in just 2 days and over 11 million views since it was uploaded. Since launching in 2006, America's Got Talent has become a key part of the global entertainment scene. It offers a variety of acts, singers, dancers, comedians, magicians, all competing for a cash prize and a chance to headline a Las Vegas show. The show is hosted by Terry Crews, with Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, and Sofia Vergara as judges. Each season draws in millions of viewers thanks to its unique format that mixes judges' critiques with audience votes. The structured audition process and intense 90-second performances have helped make the show a global franchise that keeps viewers hooked. The introduction of the Golden Buzzer in Season 9 added even more excitement to the show. This feature allows judges and later the host to save an act from elimination, often leading to highly emotional moments both for the performers and the audience, creating memorable television moments that resonate with viewers. America's Got Talent has had a significant impact on other talent shows worldwide, continuing to discover and nurture new talent. This is done by allowing each judge, and later the host, to use the golden buzzer to save an act, often leading to emotional scenes that captivate the audience. These moments often become the most memorable parts of the show, remembered and cherished by the viewers. This combination of talent, emotion, and drama makes America's Got Talent more than just a talent show. It's a significant cultural phenomenon that not only entertains, but also provides a real stepping stone for talented individuals to launch their careers on a global stage. For Roland and many others like him, the show represents a chance to turn their dreams into reality, showcasing their skills to the world and potentially changing their lives forever. Roland's next steps would take him to bigger challenges, and what happened next would push his talent even further than anyone thought, from audition to final showdown. As viewers, we get to witness these transformations firsthand, supporting the contestants from their first auditions all the way to the finals. It's a path full of ups and downs, but always thrilling to watch. As we look forward to more seasons, the show promises to keep delivering powerful stories of perseverance, talent, and the unending pursuit of dreams. In America's Got Talent, the way judges connect personally with the acts really helps viewers feel closer to the contestants. This connection makes people more interested in watching the contestants as they progress through the show. It's become a big part of what makes the Got Talent series special and has even influenced other talent shows to use similar methods. Once the first auditions are over, the judges get together for a crucial meeting. This is often seen as a second round where they decide which contestants will move forward to the live shows. The format of this stage has changed several times throughout the show's history. Originally, after the first season, it was called the Las Vegas Callbacks, somewhat like a training camp. Contestants who did well in the early auditions were grouped and given extra training to polish their acts. They performed again, and if they didn't impress the judges this time, they could be buzzed off the stage and eliminated. From the 4th to the 9th season, the process was tweaked to mirror the setup of Britain's Got Talent. At this point, judges would watch recordings of the contestants who had made it past the initial auditions. These contestants didn't have to perform live again unless specifically asked. The judges picked their favorites to go through to the live shows, and those who didn't make the cut were sent home. This was known as the Vegas Verdicts and took place on the bustling Las Vegas Strip. Later on, this stage was renamed Judgment Week and moved to New York. Another adjustment, called Judge Cuts, came into play between the 10th and 14th seasons. Successful contestants from the preliminary auditions were judged again in a second round, held at a specific location designed for this purpose. Not just the regular judges, but also a special guest judge would evaluate the acts. The participants were divided into 4 groups, each assigned to a different guest judge. Main judges could still use their buzzers to stop a performance if they weren't impressed, similar to the initial auditions. The guest judge, however, had a special golden buzzer, which they could use to directly send a performer they particularly liked straight to the live shows. They also gave feedback on the winners' performances. In the 15th season, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, this round was shortened to just 1 episode and didn't include a guest judge. By the 16th season, the format was overhauled again to better align with Britain's Got Talent. Contestants who made it through their auditions and received the golden buzzer were grouped together to compete for places in the live finals. These live episodes are now held in Los Angeles, a change from previous seasons, which had varied locations. In contrast to Britain's Got Talent, which squeezes all its live episodes into 1 week, America's Got Talent spreads them out over several weeks. The main live competitions are divided into 3 parts: the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final. In earlier seasons, the format of the finals was different, and sometimes these rounds were broken up into several episodes. During these live stages, particularly in the quarterfinals and semifinals, each contestant performs a new routine. This is known as a performance episode. Here, judges give feedback right after each act performs and can use their buzzers to stop the performance if it's not up to par. If all judges buzz, the performance is cut short immediately. After this episode, the network allows a specific time for viewers to vote for their favorite acts. Then comes the results episode, usually aired the day after the performance episode. Contestants find out whether they've made it to the next round. They appear on this episode in the same outfits they wore for their performances. The top 4 acts usually move forward. If the votes for 2 middle-ranked acts are close, the judges vote to decide which one will join the top performers. If the judges' votes end in a tie, the act that got the most public votes advances. But the competition was getting tougher, and the pressure on Roland was about to grow in ways he never expected. The power of the golden buzzer. This whole setup ensures that both the judges and the audience have a significant role in deciding which acts move forward in the competition. It keeps the show exciting and engaging as viewers get to see new talent and also have a say in who stays and who goes. The use of the golden buzzer by the guest judges adds an extra layer of drama and opportunity, making some moments truly memorable. America's Got Talent is much more than a talent show. It's a dynamic platform that changes lives and entertains millions. For the contestants, it's a chance to show the world what they can do and possibly to launch a major career in entertainment. For the audience, it's a fun and engaging way to discover new acts and get behind their favorites. The format of the show, with its mix of judge critiques and public voting, combined with the drama of live performances and the golden buzzer, makes it a unique and popular addition to the world of entertainment. In its first season, the show let judges directly pick which acts move forward by simply saying if they liked them or not. As the show went into its second season, the rules changed. Judges could no longer vote. They could only hit buzzers to reject acts they didn't like. However, not all was lost for the acts that got buzzed. There was still a way for them to get back into the competition through something called wildcard entries. This wildcard option was available from the first season all the way to the 10th season. But the way it worked changed every year. Sometimes judges had the power to choose some acts on their own to go on to the next round. In other years, acts that had been buzzed out got to compete again in a special round just for wildcards. Once the show hit its 10th season, things got more organized. The show started to work a lot like its British counterpart, Britain's Got Talent. This meant that both the judges and the public got to vote on who would come back as wildcards. With this new system, the public could go online and vote for their favorite act from each stage of the competition, whether it was the quarterfinals or the semifinals. The name of the voting process even took on the name of that season's sponsor. The number of acts that made it to the final round varied from season to season. In these later rounds, the finalists had several chances to perform. They sometimes even got to share the stage with celebrities, past winners, or other notable acts from previous seasons. The act that received the most votes from the public would win a cash prize and be declared the winner of the season. But here's something interesting about the big prize: the advertised $1 million. The winner could choose to get this prize in two ways: either all at once as a lump sum or spread out as an annuity over 40 years, paying about $25,000 each year. And yes, taxes would take a bite out of both payment options. Ever since the 10th season, the winner also gets to perform on the first results show of the next season. Since 2008, winners could also headline their own show, which is a big deal. However, between 2010 and 2013, instead of their own show, the winner had to lead a stage tour across the country. Most of these headline shows take place in Las Vegas. When it comes to hosts, the show has seen quite a few. Regis Philbin was the very first host when the show began. The original judging panel included David Hasselhoff, Brandy Norwood, and Piers Morgan. But after the first season, Brandy Norwood had to leave because of a legal issue, and Sharon Osbourne took her place. Jerry Springer took over hosting duties from Philbin after he left, and then Nick Cannon took over from Springer after the third season. As the show changed, the challenges for the contestants grew too, but not everything stayed the same for the people running the show, the faces that changed the show. After Cannon's stint, the judges saw more changes. David Hasselhoff left and was replaced by Howie Mandel. Piers Morgan left after the 6th season, and Howard Stern came on board for the 7th season. Stern stayed until 2015, and then Simon Cowell, who was already well known from other talent shows, stepped in. Nick Cannon announced he would leave the show after 8 years because of some comments he made about the network. NBC then brought in Tyra Banks to replace him for the 12th season. After the 13th season, Terry Crews, who was already hosting the spin-off America's Got Talent: The Champions, took over from Tyra Banks when she decided to leave for other projects. America's Got Talent has been a big hit for the network, often being the most watched talent show of the year. Over the years, the judging panel has seen many changes too. Heidi Klum and Mel B left due to other commitments, and for a brief time, actress Gabrielle Union and dancer Julianne Hough joined the panel. However, their time on the show was short-lived, as they were let go after just 1 season. In February 2020, it was announced that Sofia Vergara would join the judges panel for the upcoming season, and Heidi Klum would be coming back. In September 2021, host Terry Crews announced he would be leaving when his contract with NBC ended. The show has continuously evolved, changing hosts and judges, but maintaining its place as a beloved staple on television, offering a platform for a wide range of talents and continually adapting to keep audiences engaged year after year. He mentioned that the season 16 finale of America's Got Talent and the final episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine signified the conclusion of significant chapters and his own parting of ways with the television network. Despite this statement, he kept hosting the show for several more seasons. In 2009, the producers decided to set up a special post-show event to feature standout finalists from that year's competition. This show was hosted at the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas and was named America's Got Talent Live. It ran for 10 weeks starting in October and ended in January. The show highlighted performances from 10 of the season's best acts, including Kevin Skinner, who was the winner of the show's 4th season. Jerry Springer, known for his own talk show, hosted this special event. He managed to fit this hosting gig into his schedule, juggling it with his show's tapings in Stamford, Connecticut. It was announced that Springer would continue as the host for the following season, which would showcase finalists from the 5th season. The live show proved successful enough that it was brought back for another season in 2010. That year, the producers transformed America's Got Talent Live into a touring show. This tour spanned 25 cities, kicking off at the Caesars Palace Casino and Resort in Las Vegas, and wrapping up at the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center in Orlando. The grand prize of the show and the various dynamics involved seemed to catch the interest of many, prompting viewers to share their thoughts in the comments section. After its run in 2010, the live show took a brief hiatus, but made a comeback in 2012 with a new lineup of hosts and acts. The revived show featured a fresh set of performers, including Olate Dogs, Spencer Horseman, Joe Castillo, Lightwire Theater, David Garibaldi and his CMYKs, Jared and Reja, and Tom Cotter. These artists had made a mark in the 7th season of the competition. The following year, in 2013, a new tour showcased a variety of top acts from the 8th season, including Kenichi Abina, Collins Key, Jimmy Rose, Taylor Williamson, Cammie Bradley, the Kristoff Brothers, and Tone the Chief Roca. This tour was well received, and by 2014, another tour was organized featuring finalists from the 9th season. This lineup included acts like Matt Franco, Emily West, Quintavious Johnson, Acro Army, Emil and Dario, Miguel Dakota, and Sons of Serendip. Is Roland Abante's downfall just an unfortunate event, or is there something bigger happening behind the scenes at America's Got Talent? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.